Hi everybody, this is Martina. I promised you a workout that would be based more on things that you would find in your house in case you don't have any weights and any bands and really anything to do anything, right? So the first thing that I noticed is that my house literally has nothing. I don't have too much food. I have a little bit of cleaning products. I don't have like a proper table even to do inverted rows. But I'm still gonna do with it, right? So one of the first thing that I found, or the biggest thing that I have in my house, is like a cleaning product. So I went into the cleaning product cupboard and then looked at for like the heaviest thing I could find, and I found this, right? And it's almost completely full. It's like 4.5 liters, which is like 8 pounds or something like that. So that's something to consider, the weight of what it is that you're using. So 8 pounds, but what I really like about this is it has a handle. Unfortunately, I only have one. So if I have the opportunity to get a second one, I will. So when we're doing our shoulder work, for example, I could use like the two at the same time instead of one at a time to save some time. Also, I found this entire case of chili. So this here, I have no idea how heavy it is, but it can't be too much. 6 boxes of about 1 pound each. Okay, so 6 pounds, not too bad. So it's a little bit heavier than the other one, but there's no handle, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to use, but I can still see using this, for example, to do some shoulder work. And from the floor, we could do some tricep or chest work, right? We can do front raises with this one here. I'll show you in 2 seconds. So that would work too. Chili in a box, you know. It could work with any kind of cans or whatever you have. So then I'm thinking, I filled my bag with like a couple of water bottles and a whole bunch of stuff. And if you put the bag on your back, it's going to make it nice and heavy to do your squats, your lunges, which I will demonstrate. I wouldn't really call this either a deadlift or a good morning, but I'll show you what we would do. We would hug the bag or put it at the front for some other kind of work, right? Here. All right, so that was another option. So the bag in question is 20 pounds. I've weighted it on my scale. And then I also have a suitcase. Again, I only have one. So, but I fill this one here up again with stuff, and this one here is only 15 pounds. So, you know, again, we can use it for certain things that we're gonna do today. And then finally, probably the most interesting portion here is the fact that to train back in the house is practically impossible, right? The one thing that you'd be able to do is to do some rows with some, but the back is just so strong. It's like even, I mean, this ball at 8 pounds is a bit ridiculous for me. I'd have to row it like 300 times to get any kind of intensity or any kind of muscle recognition. So I'm thinking, you know, something that we could do. And like I said, if you had a table, you'd be able to do inverted rows. I'll try to find a table. In the meantime, the exercise that we are going to do is also an inverted row, and for that you just need like 2 sturdy chairs that are the same height, like these ones here. I think everybody's got a broom. You put the broom in the center. You're gonna have to wish me good luck here. You have a seat in between the chairs. I'm here alone, by the way. My mom's sleeping, so I'm not sure if this is gonna work. And then so what I would do is I would pull myself up. Ooh, it's working. Oh, it's slipping a little bit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use some towels so it doesn't slip before I break my neck in front of the camera. I got a towel here. I'm gonna fetch another one. Sorry about that, this is very raw. It's late, we've had a hard day. So you put the 2 here. Lay in between, exercise number 1, inverted rows. Pull yourself up, release, pull, release. Not bad at all. If I had somebody here, I'd have them holding the chairs for me. All right, so that's your back exercise, at least one of them. Then let's say you do as many as you can. Then we're gonna follow this by push-ups. Primary chest movement. Everybody knows how this works, right? Push up. Wonderful. Then something for the shoulder. Like I said earlier, I like the idea of pressing this, for example, because I can hold it. So I would press it overhead a bunch of times, the other side. But unfortunately, this is not heavy enough for me. So in order to increase the intensity on the shoulders, I would do a front raise after the overhead press. Shoulder height, soft elbows, belly firm, butt firm. Then I'd have to go to the side. So for the side, this is a little bit harder. So I would probably use my cleaning products, right? So one arm at a time. Then I do a bunch of those. So those are lateral raises. Targets mid deltoid. And then the other side, so that's mid shoulder. And there's a head of the deltoid that we haven't captured yet, and that will be the back. So we lean forward and we pull outward. Now, not everybody can fly or reverse fly 8 pounds. So cans will do the trick, right? And or water bottle and or oil bottle, balsamic vinegar, things like that. Same exercise, out. When you're done with one arm, the other one. And now we're missing the biceps. So I really like the handle, like I said, it's really practical. So bicep, one at a time, squeeze the bicep. Right, followed by the other one with whichever object you can hold. Overhead tricep extension, elbow up, and we push up. And that's a really nice circuit to do the upper body. So then we would follow that by some leg work. So to make my life harder, I'm gonna put the backpack on. Exercise number 1, squat or hop squat. Exercise number 2, lunges, which I always do on reverse because my knees are not super stable, or hop lunges. Like I said earlier, if you put this to the front, emphasis becomes in the back of the body. And then we lean forward into our good mornings. Slight bend in the knee, push your butt back. Perfect. We can keep it on the hips when we're doing our bridges. Exercise number 4. On the hips, press up. That's 20 pounds, eh? It's not bad at all. I'm gonna keep it on my back as I do my first core exercise, the plank. Where you hold for a whole minute here. And maybe I'm gonna finish with something like a Russian twist using the backpack again. And or any of the objects that we saw before, going from side to side. And that's that. I hope it was not too confusing. I'm gonna do a few of those. I have some ideas, but like I said, if I thought about this before, I probably have 2 of those instead of just the 1. My chairs are a little bit wobbly, so maybe I'll call my mom over and make sure that she holds the chairs for me. The suitcase, only 15 pounds. Could have been so much heavier, right? So it really depends on what it is that you're doing. So I'm gonna just make sure to write the routine, upper body followed by the lower body. And if you want more intensity, you just do all those exercises back to back without taking a break, right? So because in the gym, we go as heavy as we can, then we really need the break. Here, in order to get the intensity, you don't take a break and you just keep moving, all right? Have a good night.